right off the jump, I want to talk to you guys about the kind of people you need to ignore online and from your life in general, okay? I'm going to talk about why it's good for the world, and I'm going to talk about why it's good for you. And first, we're going to begin with why it's good for you. So, especially those that are aspiring content creators or wants to start a business or whatever, no matter how you cut and dice it, you have to use online more and more. So I don't even care what your current stage is in life. You know, I can see much more, macro, or I should say micro influencers being hired. People that have a following is essential to, certain jobs, organic following. We'll see how we get there, but just pay attention. Anyways, when you're online, and this is something I'm working on, and you identify that someone is negative, not just they're correcting what you're saying, but they just don't like you. You got to not respond to this person and or consider blocking them, right? This is controversial, particularly to the people that would face being blocked if they're listening to this video, right? But I'm going to tell you why you got to do it. You got to block these people because nothing good is likely to occur from your interaction with them. They don't like you. They hate watching your material. For me in particular, people watch my material on a reaction channel because they like the show or they like the other members that are on this channel. So it's a possibility that they'll stick around. But anyways, they like the show. They want to see how we react to the show, and they'll hate. They'll be negative. Okay. Anyways, that's a weird type of viewer, but those viewers don't convert into, like, when you launch multiple channels that they're gonna follow. Hey, come follow my Instagram. I got a course I started. They're not going to convert to that. Okay? They will not convert to that. And they do not send you positive vibes. Meanwhile, as you're answering this person or getting flustered, you got a ton of supporters that like your content and you are not giving them any attention. It's very similar to, being that good kid in class or good kid in school or that good child in the family, and the bad kid gets all the attention, which is a common structure of society, where the bad apple just tends to get the attention, and there's a reason for it. The bad apple can be contagious. They literally can spoil the other apples, so you have to identify it, right? And attack it. No, you identify it, remove it, right? You don't have to smash this apple to pieces. There's a bad apple. The proper thing is to remove it so it doesn't affect everything else. So in our case, it's not to respond and to just ignore this person, right? Block this person, and then focus on the people who are being positive. Now, I am not saying focus on the yes men. As a content creator or a social media influencer or whatever it is, sometimes you're wrong about something. And you need to hear other perspectives, one, to enhance your own understanding, and two, it allows you to grow because you understand even how viewers think. Even if they're still wrong, sometimes you're like, oh, I see what's going on. I see why they think that, especially in this niche, right? So, I'm not saying to only agree or only engage with yes men. I'm just cut the fat. Cut the people that are just negative. Identify that they just don't like you and they feel good to poke at you. And if you respond to them, they're like, yes, and they go on harassing additional people, which now pivots to why I say it's good for the world that you ignore these people, okay? People, I had the same tendency as a kid because I'm a talkative person. It's probably why I have a YouTube channel. But when people are looking for attention, oftentimes they will take good attention. When they're looking for attention, they'll take the good or the bad. Most people actually want the good attention, but they fail to learn how to acquire it. So they realize if they're negative, they're snarty or something like that, they get a response and they get their little dopamine fix, and then they feel good about themselves, right? So the reason why it's good for the world to ignore that is because that is a learned behavior that society has reinforced. It goes right back to the beginning of the video. When people are bad, they get attention. It's almost like a drug that they're looking for. So you have to ignore that. so that behavior is not rewarded. And then they have to learn to do good things or be a little bit positive if they want an interaction. And if we collectively, and I'm not expecting the whole world to change, but if we collectively ignore these people, even fellow viewers, just ignore them, they will feel lonely really fast with their tactics. But if they go around to 20 videos, leaving their little bad impressions, and they get, a little reaction out of 5 out of the 20, they're going to keep doing it. It's like throwing mud against the wall. They're going to keep doing it. So we don't want to reward these people. We want people to understand that negative behavior does not get rewarded. And again, attention can be a reward, especially when there's other people who deserve it or should be getting it, and we're not giving them the attention because basically we're satisfied. That's essentially why they don't get any attention. So someone says something nice, unless it's extremely nice, you're like, I'm satisfied. That's within my expectations. My world is operating as it should be. And when someone is negative to you, you feel a disturbance in the force, and then you have to go fix it. If someone is negative to you and there's a disturbance in the force, remove that from your field of vision and then continue. That's my thoughts, man. I want to hear what you guys think. So, yeah, I think it's applicable to about anyone. Anyways, I'm out.